Hey there, Generosers! Welcome back to the YouTube. I don't know why I picked up my chair. I hope you guys are good. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the internet's funniest weird kid stories. Now, every school had their own weird kid. You're probably thinking of someone right now. These are the kids that would, like, I don't know, try and lick other people, eat the gum off of the underneath of the school tables, and just generally be weird. I was definitely one of the weird kids in my school, partly where I got the idea for Henry. So I thought it would be funny to look at the internet's weirdest school stories. Now, as the video goes on, these stories are going to get weirder and weirder and funnier. So make sure you wait to the end to find out what the last story is, because honestly, I couldn't believe it when I read it. I just want to point out that of all of you subscribers, only 19.8% of you are subscribed. So if you watch my videos and I make you laugh, and you just have a generally good time watching them, just please subscribe. We're growing all the time, and it's great. So if you're not subscribed already, then please do so. It really makes me feel warm inside. So the question that was asked on Reddit, what did the weird kid in your school do that you'll never forget? The first reply was, he wrote in my yearbook, when I was 6 years old, I went into a cornfield. I didn't realize it was a maze. I was stuck for several days without food or water. When they found me, the doctors said I'd never be the same. Good luck in college. It's funny because these things do sound like things Henry would do. If Henry could write. Okay, next one. Put a pig fetus head on the English teacher's car antenna. What the fuck? That is really weird. A pig fetus head. So where? I've got so many questions. Where did he get a pig fetus from in the first place? A pig fetus is a pig that hasn't even been born yet. What the fuck? This is the second pig fetus story I've seen answers to this question, which isn't a lot, but still more than I would have expected. Oh my god. Weird kids are weird, and they're just funny. I love these stories. The albino kid in school, he would take off running down the hallway with one hand straight out in front of him and yell, "White lightning!" He was weird, but everyone liked him. White lightning! That is great. So he's albino, so his skin's like extra white. Like I look like when my lights are too bright. White lightning! What a way to own it. Like, he sounds funny as well. Not just weird, but funny. What we're going to do throughout this video, guys, is we're going to compare this to the kind of thing that Henry would do. And if any of them are weirder than what Henry would do, then it's just going to get a round of applause. Poured his juice on the table at lunch and suction cupped his mouth over it and inhaled it all like a... I can't even finish this. And inhaled it all like a Hoover when you put it directly onto a hard floor. He's a lawyer now. I think I've seen kids do this. Where you just go... The fact that he's a lawyer now, it just really... Chef's kiss. That is so funny. The weird kids definitely make school life more interesting. It wouldn't be the same without them. Let me know in the comments, guys, your funniest weird kids stories and what they've done. Don't forget, guys, these stories get weirder and weirder, so make sure you wait till the end. A few days before a pep assembly, anonymously posted signs all over the school that said, "The cock is coming." The cock is coming. Teachers and school administrators were obviously concerned, but clueless. The cock is coming. Smuggled a live rooster into the assembly, and partway through the opening speech at assembly, whipped it over his head. Oh my god. I can't even read this. Whipped it out over his head as it went ape shit. Entire gym full of kids stood up and started chanting, "Cock! Cock! Cock!" Oh my god. Was not seen at school for a few days after that. That is so good. That is so funny. The fact that he really scared the teachers before by putting signs up saying, "The cock is coming," as well. That is good. That is 10 out of 10. Oh, see, this is what I mean. Sometimes you get the class clown. Sometimes you get the weird kid. And sometimes, on very rare occasions, they're the same people. That's so funny. I'm concerned and pleased with this outcome because, you know, reading or hearing "the cock is coming" before something like that ends up with someone in jail. It's so true. Here comes the rooster. Oh, God. These are so good. Kidnapped a kindergarten from the bus stop and brought her to school claiming it was her daughter. Did they go to prison? What the... What the fuck? Kidnapped someone from kindergarten? No. That's insane. Claiming it was her daughter. What was the kid saying? "I don't know where I am. Where's my mum and dad? What the fuck?" Now that really is weird. I don't know whether to applaud that or not. I guess it might be something Henry would do. Next one. He was generally very weird and erratic. One day, he extracted a huge slimy booger out of his nose, turned around to me and a friend and told us full of glee, "Guys, look!" Then he stuffed it back into his nose. One day I asked him why he was so weird and he told me with a straight face, "The jester's cap affords one many liberties." What does that mean? So I don't know if he was just weird or a secret genius. Maybe a bit of both. I think what's so funny about the weird kids is because it's just so hard to know what's going through their brain. Like, who takes a massive bogey out their nose, announces to the class that they've got it, and then puts it back up their nose? The jester's cap affords one many liberties. These are words to live by. They sound like an absolute genius. Unlike Henry. Next one. She barked at people and tried to scratch behind her ears with her foot and sniffed people's butts at recess. She was 14. Oh, God. Oh, God. She sounds like a furry. So basically, she wanted to be a dog. Yeah, I definitely never had anyone in my school that would do that. Like, no one tried to be an animal. Actually, thinking back to it, I remember when I was in primary school, I wanted to be a lion. I would roar at other kids. They'd be like, "Wow, how do you roar like that?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. Guess I'm just a lion." One of the replies to this one says, "Oh my God, you had a dog girl? We had a cat girl. She would wear all black and had cat ears, cat gloves, cat collar, and even a f***ing cat tail." How did the school allow that? If I went to my school dressed as a cat, I'd just be sent straight back home and bullied for the rest of my life. And she would walk around the hallways meowing at people. If she didn't like you for whatever reason, because she never actually spoke to anyone, she would hiss at you and swat at you until you left. But sometimes she would chase you. She had 2 friends, if I recall correctly, and she would nuzzle into them and purr. If they did that to me, I would have to hit her. No jokes, I wouldn't. But I would not know what to do with myself if she started nuzzling up to me. Just leave me alone. She was the only person who acted like this. And she was that way the entire high school years, albeit a year younger than me. And I'm pretty sure she was in the special ed classes. Okay, well now I feel bad. I graduated in 2018 and I often wonder where she is now and if she's still meowing at strangers. Edit. I can't believe my most upvoted comment is about a cat girl. Edit 2. I am pretty sure I found her, just judging from my facial memory here. And she has a newborn as of this year. No cat ears on either of them, which is good, I guess. Wow, what a great story. Well, I hope she's doing well. That was even better than the dog story. Oh, God. It's funny because these memories are the ones that stick in your head, like, just so much. You never forget them. You're never going to forget the weird kid in your school throughout your whole life. I had an autistic friend, and he was afraid of a particular twin. He was minding his own business in the corridors, and each twin was walking towards each other at different ends of the corridor, with him in between. Frightened, he did what no one would expect. Jump out the window. He was on the 3rd floor. Oh my God. Oh God. He was scared of the twins, and they were closing in on him. So he just jumped out the window. He did what any normal person would do. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt that bad. He jumped out the 3rd floor. When my teacher asked him why he did that, he said, "My life was under grave danger, and I only did what was imperative to be done." To this day, I don't know why he was afraid of them. Maybe he knew something they all didn't. Maybe they were coming for him. Maybe they were trying to kill him. This is so good. I love these stories. What would he do if he saw triplets? I think he would just explode. Next one. He said he was Sonic the Hedgehog. When someone asked him, he would say, "I am Sonic," and run away as fast as he could. He even wrote his name as Sonic on homework and tests. Most people never knew his real name. That's so funny. The whole time, they never knew his real name. He just went by Sonic the Hedgehog the whole time. Was he fast? I bet he was really good in the sports days. Next one. This girl decided she wanted to be pregnant. Oh, God. She proceeded to ask probably half of the people in our high school if they would impregnate her. Oh, my God. I actually don't know what I would do if a girl came up to me in the school when I was, I don't know, say 15, 14, asking to impregnate her. I think I would just self-destruct. Bearing in mind, I didn't want to talk to girls at that point anyway. That's the most forward thing ever. And then, when that didn't work, she brought a Ziploc bag and asked for guys to jizz in it. Okay. Everyone called her Sperm Bank after that, and I honestly can't remember her real name. She took an easy task and made it hard. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Just imagine a girl coming up to you, asking you to impregnate her. And if you refuse to do that, she brings out a bag and says, all right, would you mind just jizzing in this for me? Because I really want to have a child with you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Next one. There were a few girls in my school who were really determined to get preggo. Several of them actually did. They would be homeschooled once and they started showing. But one girl kept coming to school right up to her due date. What the fuck? She was so proud of herself. She kept telling people to put their hands on her belly and feel the baby moving around. She refused to name a dad. Most of us figured out it was the football team. Just the entire football team, was it? All 11 of them were the dad. Now I'm imagining a bunch of guys playing Russian cum roulette. What the fuck is Russian cum roulette? Who's gonna be the daddy? I can't read that. I can't read. That's so. Come in the bag and shake it up. Oh, I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I'm just, at any age, I'm so sorry if you're watching this. After one of my female friends rejected his advances, he proceeded to jump off of his roof twice and broke both of his arms. Second thing, he made a wooden weed pipe in woodshop and then tried to smoke out of it in class. Another weird kid, who I might mention probably had a cognitive disability, so I don't want to be mean, hid under a bridge in town and drank multiple bottles of Pepto-Bismol. What the hell is Pepto-Bismol? Pepto-Bismol is a medication that treats temporary stomach and gastrointestinal discomfort. And then went to school acting like he was drunk. He attempted to get people to drink some with him and then went back to the bridge and tried to light stuff on fire until the police arrived. Another one, a true Looney Tune of a guy, shortly after high school was caught with a large amount of guns in his trunk, rifle pistols and all that, and went to prison or jail over a multitude of crimes. Don't even think he was in a gang. Pure insanity drove him to do insane things. Okay, there's weird and then there's just being insane. What a bunch of stories. That guy's really seen some shit. I'm glad I didn't go to his school. Next story. So, there was a guy out of school when I was a freshman that everyone called Wolfman, who was weird in all the bad ways. Uh-oh. He claimed to have superpowers, teleportation, DBZ like energy creation and whatnot. All the girls said he would just stare at them if they had class with him. Oh, that would be so weird, wouldn't it? He hung around us freshmen and did his best to flirt with the girls. For an example of his flirting, he once told a girl that while astral projecting, he saw her face on Jupiter. Needless to say, girls stayed away from him. What if he actually could astral project and he could go into space? And he really did see her face on Jupiter. She's missed out on a Superman there. He graduated though, and his brother started at the school. Now, Wolfman wasn't a tall guy by any stretch of the imagination, maybe 5 feet at the most, but his brother was a good foot shorter than him. He looked like he belonged in 3rd grade. He never got any taller. It didn't help that he always wore a child's Goosebumps jacket that made people start calling him Goosebumps. He was even more convinced of his powers than his brother, but at least he was less sexually creepy. Oh my god. But that's all he had going for him. One memorable day, I was in maths class and he started shaking violently. People ignored him, so he started flapping his arms around. Wondering if this was an actual seizure, the girl next to him put her hand on him and asked if he's okay. He growled back, "Take your hand off me. This power is too much to contain." So he was shaking like this. And a girl came up to him just to make sure he was all right. "Take your hand off me. This power is too much to contain." She started yelling at him for faking a seizure, and he went back to a normal death stare, forward grumbling about his powers. Oh my god. As I said before, school just would not be the same without these weird kids. Makes you wonder about their home life. Maybe their parents emotionally abandoned them or something, and all they had were their imaginations and comic books and movies. Oh my god, that's pretty deep. Okay, we have made it to the last one, and I have saved the best to the last, or at least I think it's the best. I'll let you decide. Stole a car, crashed it, lost both his legs at 17. What the fuck? A few years later, he did it again. Okay, He lost both his legs again. How many legs does this guy have? But this time, he stabbed one of the good Samaritans who tried to help him and shot at another one. He then led the police on an 8-hour manhunt through tropical jungle by detaching his prosthetics and hiding under the leaves and mud, and using a makeshift raft to escape downriver under the cover of nightfall. This sounds like a film. Like what? The newspaper the next day read armed and legless. I can't decide whether that deserves a round of applause or not. Yeah, it does. I can't decide whether that's something Henry would do or not. Somebody's commented, I'm going to find this article right now. Bye. I can't tell if this is this a real newspaper article? Armed and legless, amputee in dramatic police manhunt. A double amputee who rolled his car is alleged to have fired shots at a person who came to help before spending 8 hours on the run from police in Bushland. The drama began at 1 p.m. when a 33-year-old man was involved in a single vehicle traffic accident on Oak Forest Road, 10 kilometres from Kuranda in far north Queensland. What the fuck? It ended when he was caught near a family member's home at 8:20 p.m. No one was injured. Police began a full-scale search following a report from local residents that shots had been fired and 2 men, one of them armed, had fled from the scene. The Karen's Post understands the alleged gunman, who was a double amputee with 2 prosthetic legs, is also wanted in relation to an alleged stabbing in Farmerston, Edmonton on Sunday. I can't tell if that's real or not. I mean, either way, that's gets a round of applause from me. Like that takes the cake for the weirdest story. Like that is a great title for a newspaper article as well. Armed and legless. Oh my god. Yeah, I hope they're all alright. It says no one was injured, so yeah. I guess it's all okay then. It's all just a big laugh. What the hell? That is the weirdest... Would Henry do something like that? I don't know. Right, I think that's going to be it for today's video, guys. As I said at the start of the video, guys, if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed and you enjoyed it, then just subscribe. It really helps me out. We're growing all the time and it's great. Also, let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more videos like this. I really enjoyed it. You think you go to a crazy school and there's weird kids in your school, and then you read about some other stories where there's kids crashing cars, losing their legs and stabbing people. What on earth? Right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Take it easy and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Oi! Subscribe!
Oh god, please subscribe! Subscribe!
Subscribe! Subscribe!